when we have 2 failed attempts at landing, my stomach is in knots.
Good morning, road travelers. Good morning. Today is officially day 1 of 4, and it's part 2 of commuting. I say part 2 because I was here all day yesterday trying to get on a flight and I couldn't, and finally was able to get accommodated by scheduling before my 11 a.m. report. But today we have a Norfolk turn and we end up somewhere, but it's a 3-flight day, and I'll see you guys later. Flight leaves at 5:30, so gotta make my way to the end of the terminal. So yeah. Alright guys, so we've diverted to Baltimore. So we are playing the waiting game. I've actually been on this aircraft since 6:45. I've been on this aircraft. It's 11 o'clock and we're still in Baltimore. And we landed here at 10:30, so I had to tell the company, after going through all the hoops, that I'm not going to be able to make my commute because I was supposed to originally land at like 9. We couldn't land, and yeah, I'll fill you guys in.
So I just wanted to talk to you guys about my day. You guys know it was commuting day and it was also day 1 of 4. I was supposed to be working in Norfolk, Virginia turn and end up somewhere, but I can't remember. So let's debrief. I got assistance commuting because you guys know the day before I struggled getting out of Jacksonville. Got to Atlanta on a 5:30 flight. Cool. My second flight was leaving at 7, so they started boarding at 6:30. Got on the aircraft like 6:45, and the captain says the flight time is 1 hour and 39 minutes. Now you guys tell me how 1 hour and 39-minute flight turns into a 7.5, 8-hour flight. So in the process of attempting to land in New York, weather was horrible. Ceilings low, visibility 0. So air traffic control tells us to circle. Guys, guess how long we circled for? For 2.5 hours. We circled until we had no more fuel to circle. So guess what we had to do? We had to divert. Yes, we had to divert, y'all. I have to make light of the situation. So we attempt to divert to Ronald Reagan. Air traffic control tells us Reagan is jam-packed. You can't go there because there are no gates and there are not enough fuelers to fuel you when you get there. So go ahead and divert to Baltimore. In the process of attempting to divert to Baltimore, we had 2 misapproaches, aka 2 failed attempts at landing. Now, things in flight don't really bother me. Turbulence doesn't bother me. Rowdy customers doesn't bother me, an unpleasant crew doesn't bother me, but when we have 2 failed attempts at landing, my stomach is in knots. I'm on edge now. So our first runway, the wind was, affecting us landing. We went to another runway, same issue, and they sent us back to the original runway. We landed safely, so it was like a sigh, a relief. We get to Baltimore, we refuel. I call scheduling, tell them unfortunately I will not be able to make that 11:05 report. They say cool, we'll put you on a later report, but you're gonna have to call in honest. And that was the whole thing I was trying to avoid doing. I was trying to avoid calling in honest, and that's basically telling them, hey, I can't get to base, because I was already on a confirmed flight. I was going to get to base until weather affected us. So we refuel in Baltimore. I have a new report time. We push back from the gate, taxi to take off, and New York is at a ground stop, meaning no flights can enter nor leave New York. So we sit on the tarmac for about an hour and 15 minutes, no lie. I call scheduling and tell them, hey, I won't be able to make that second report because I'm stuck on the tarmac and I don't know when we're gonna take off. We finally take off. We attempt to land. It was supposed to be like a 40-minute flight. It turned into a 2.5-hour flight because in the process of attempting to land again in New York goes under a ground stop. So again, we circle. we circle for 2 hours. We had enough fuel to circle, but the fact is we had to circle again. We finally land in New York, and there were no gates for us because flights weren't able to leave. And flights that did taxi out had to return to the gate because they were sitting out on the tarmac for so long. We finally get a gate, and we opened up the door at around, I want to say 3:45, 4 o'clock. Mind you, this flight was supposed to get in at 9 a.m. because it left Atlanta at 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's eight and a half hours on that plane. Granted, we had access to get off the aircraft in Baltimore, but y'all, so scheduling puts me on a third report time to a flight that was supposed to leave out at 2:30. That flight was delayed. I closed that door at 7:11. So we were waiting for our inbound flights because the whole East Coast was going through it. We were waiting for our inbound flight, and I did not close that door until 7:11. We got here like 8:15, 8:30, and we are on minimum rest. So I have a 625 van, and we just hoping for smoother and better skies tomorrow. So life of a flight attendant, expect the unexpected. Even when you think you know what's gonna happen, you don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna go and get some rest. I have to be up early, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, world travelers. Good morning. Today is day 2 of 4, and it's a 2-flight day. We'll be working a flight to Minneapolis, and in Minneapolis to Madison, and I think we should be done before 12 Central. So let's see what day 2 has in store for us. At the last day of this trip, we will begin our service, our limited service. Yay! So I wish it started today because this Minneapolis flight is almost 3 hours long. So I'm about to be bored out of my mind, and I'll see you guys later. We are praying for an uneventful day. I did my temperature check, did a walkthrough, about to take my phone and head downstairs. I got my ice packs, so come along. It is about, I want to say 9:25. Just made it to the Twin Cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul. But you guys know I wasn't supposed to be here, and it is freezing. It's 38 degrees, and all I have is this sweater. But it took us 2:48 to get here, and we weren't catered properly in Raleigh, so we had to like finesse like the snacks. We didn't have any wine or beers, and our next flight is semi-empty because this flight here was like full. We had 69 folks on board.
They approved it. I requested to leave early, 15 minutes early.
Oh, beautiful.
So if you guys are good, I mean, we're done.
I'm good because we can go to the hotel.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, sounds good.
So we'll see. They said that as long as the passengers are here, we'll do it.
Yeah, because it's not supposed to be a full flight.
Exactly.
Sounds. All right, thank you. All right, so hopefully we could leave out of here 15 minutes earlier than our scheduled departure if everyone's on board. This next flight is not a service flight. It's less than 250 miles, but I can't wait. So come along. So we are in Madison, Wisconsin. We landed here at around like 11:40, fairly early, and we got to the hotel like around 12:10. We have a 16-hour layover here in Madison, but I think I'm going to be a slam clicker today, meaning I'm not going to be stepping out of my room until tomorrow morning for our 4:30 a.m. fan. Yes, another early report. Today was a great day. I'm only speaking for today. We had great passengers, and then tomorrow is going to be this same trip that we worked today, except we're going to be making our way back to North Carolina. And yeah, I'm about to eat lunch and edit and bid. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, so we bid for our schedules a month in advance, but for March, when I was supposed to bid for April, your girl didn't bid, and the scheduling gods looked out for your girl. I was able to hold 20 days off for the month of April, and I have 3 4-days, so I'm on my second 4-day for the month. After this trip, I have like about, I want to say 16 straight days off, and then I'll be working my last 4 days. So like I said, I do have some vacation time mixed in there and just days off, and we'll see what we could get ourselves into. But we are about to slam click it and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, road travelers. Good morning. Today's officially day 3 of 4, so we go home tomorrow. It's a 2-flight day. It's currently 5 o'clock. We had a 4:30 van this morning. That's never exciting. We're on my least favorite aircraft, the 700. Bags don't fit, and we'll have a plane swap going to our next flight. So I'm excited to be on a regular aircraft where my bags fit barely. But see y'all later. Travelers, so it's about 12 o'clock and we just made it to our overnight. Today was a 2 and done kind of day. Hold up, this air conditioning is on. So like I said, today was a 2 and done kind of day. This morning, our first aircraft, it was a quick 47-minute flight from Madison to Minneapolis, but our galley heater did not work, and it is a freezing cold in the north. I was like, oh, that's fine. I'm gonna get on a new plane. We have a plane swap. Once I get to Minneapolis, yeah, I'll get on a second plane. It's even colder than the first plane. My toes were numb. Our galley, which is our working area or our little kitchenette, is usually always freezing cold, and we on our aircrafts have a little galley heater. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, you know, especially when you need it, it doesn't work. But yeah, it was so cold, it was so cold, but we made it. We conquered today. Tomorrow we finish our trip in Newark, and it technically ends with a car service to LaGuardia, but you guys know I'm a commuter, so I will not be going to base. Instead, I called scheduling and told them, can they use my deadhead as an alternate to get home to Jacksonville? So we finish working tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and my commute flight out of JFK isn't until 5 p.m. and I won't be getting into Jacksonville until 8:45, and I probably won't be getting home until 9:45 p.m. So life of a commuter, you know, you got to do what you got to do. But my trip originally was supposed to be a southern trip, meaning I would have been in and out of the south, but y'all know what happened on day 1 of the trip. Schedule got, you know, switched around, so it ended up being a northern trip. So your girl was cold today. Y'all know I usually wear pants, and the day that I decided to retire my winter coat and retire my pants and retire my boots, I'm stuck in the north without a winter coat.
You say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Boarding was brutal in Minneapolis because it was about 30 degrees. But you know what, that's okay, because tomorrow's go home day. You know, it is 12 o'clock. I'm not gonna leave the hotel, so I am gonna be a slam clicker, but I need to go to the gym and heat up dinner later. So that's the plans for today. I did bid for May, so hopefully I get my awards for May, and I will be meeting back up with my original flying partner come tomorrow morning. So good morning, road travelers. Good morning. It is 5:10. I'm not excited about that, but I'm excited for 2 things. 1, it's go home day, and 2, we start service today. Like the catering personnel is literally, I see soda cans, I see juice cans, I see coffee pouches, and I have not seen all of that for a whole year on the aircraft. So both of our flights today are going to be a service flight, and I'm working back. So I'm working with all the little customers back here, and I'm back with my original flying partner. So I'll see you guys later. We finished our 4 days. So it's 10:50. I'm about to go and catch public transportation. It's gonna take me like an hour and 50 minutes to get there, but it's the cheaper route, and I ain't got nothing but time. Like I said, my commute flight doesn't leave until like 5:35.
world travelers, good morning. So it is the day after my trip. Y'all know we have a stretch of days off, so y'all go ahead and comment some clapping hands. But yesterday was the start of service. It felt so great to be occupied. We had 2 flights. Our first flight was catered properly. Like, they were there before we were there. They had everything set up. Like, I had to refresh my memory on how to set up our cart because I haven't done it in a year. When we get to Detroit, y'all, it was 50 minutes prior when I got on the aircraft. So we have like a work phone, and we can communicate with the tower, with the gate agent, with catering coordinators. Like, we can communicate with pilots, with anyone. And I tell them, hey, just got on the plane, we need to be groomed, like the aircraft needs to be cleaned, and we need catering. The catering coordinator replies back,
"You're 50 minutes out to departure. We're still running on time. We'll get there when we get there. Okay, thanks."
Oh, feisty! I told my captain what happened, and he's like, he went to go open up the thread messages, and I told my flying partner. Now it's like we're boarding and we're 11 minutes out and catering still hasn't arrived, and my captain says we're 11 out. Where are you guys? No one responds. Now we're 5 minutes out. The coordinator responds, we're running a little late. We're gonna get there before departure time. It's not playtime yet. Y'all, can you believe we closed the door 7 minutes late? We closed the door 7 minutes late. My captain took care of everything, and then management called me, why did the door close late? And I'm like, I got screenshots. But we made up the time in the air, and I'm about to enjoy my days off. I'm currently about to take Simba out. Come here, papas. Say bye to the world travelers. Say bye. Say bye to the world travelers. Simba says bye. Don't lick me. Don't lick me. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, Rose. Bye.